Hello, I'm Moumita Mitra. I'm an Indian classical vocalist. Uh, this video is for a kind of technical video. So, for the past few months, we all have been facing, for the musicians especially, it has been a big challenge to do the virtual concerts. So, I don't know how long it's going to be there. So, it had it had been a challenge for even me and my husband, who's also a musician. So we had to find out some ways to give better quality audio and video for the virtual concerts. So the easiest way which people can do is, which people are doing of course, are like having the stage kind of dynamic microphones with stands at home and a mixing console along with a amplifier speaker. So but we have a very small room, so in that fitting in all the things which we do on stage would be quite a kind of mess. And so we thought of some other solution with the applications and the devices which we already have at home. So like for that, the solution was using an iPad or iPhone, using the GarageBand app as the mixer, and that is a software kind of mixer to process our sound. We can also do that with the lapel mic, but with the lapel mic you can input that directly to the mobile and the sound clarity is quite good. I assure you, I'm using the Boya mic and it's really good. But the problem is you can't process the sound via GarageBand or any mixer. So that's why we thought of using one condenser mic like this. So there are also available mics in market. This is from China, so you won't get it here. There are many available mics online you might get, maybe the Yeti or Blue Eyes. I haven't used them myself, but I have read their reviews, they're quite good. So this mic has a speciality, like it is a super cardioid type, and the condenser mics have the cardioid and the supercardioid and the omni kind of pattern of picking up sound. So the omni kind of thing which picks up sound, it picks up sound from the whole of the surface. So all around the surface, if it picks up the sound, then of course the room noise would also be picked up. So it would sound more noisy. But for the cardioid pattern, it picks up like in a shape of this, and for supercardioid the region is even lesser, so the noise picked up is much less. But I think you won't get the supercardioid type mics in India, but of course you can search for the cardioid type patterns. So if you search for online condenser mics, do search for with cardioid keyword. So I think that would be quite good. Okay, so first we need the mic, then with the mic we need a splitter. A splitter is like the headphone and microphone splitter. This splitter is particularly coded, but not all are coded. Some both are black. So this part is for microphone and this part, green part, is for headphone. So you will see the sign also here, the signs are here. So in the microphone part of the splitter, I'll use this. The microphone which I have, this is of the 3.5 mm cable input. So make sure this is that only and not the 6.5 one, big ones, not that. So, and this mic, it can be directly input into the mobile also. So it works with the mobile also. So okay, so I put this 3.5 mm cable, jack, into this microphone point of the splitter. Okay, preferably when you buy the splitter, see there are three lines, rings here. So preferably you buy the ones with the 3 lines, because this works with iPad and iPhones and everything. There are the ones which have 2 bands, but don't go for them. Okay, so we have this part empty now, and we will input this into the iPad or iPhone cable, headphone point. aux or whatever the output point. So we connect it with the iPad. Now on iPad or iPhone, we have the GarageBand app. Here, I open the GarageBand app. I have already chosen one empty track. So I choose one track. Okay, let's do from the beginning. I'll create one document and then I choose one, sorry. I'll create one document, then I'll choose from the mic for recording. So this portion I'll get. Here already there's a compression which I'll reduce a little bit. I prefer a reduced one. There's a vocal hall which is a reverb parameter. And here this is the input, and this output monitor I'll set it to on so that I get the output sound out from the GarageBand or iPad. So here almost the vocal parameters are set, but you can also adjust things from here. If you go here, yeah, you can adjust the reverb from here. I'll increase the reverb from here. Yeah. Okay, so my reverb is increased from here, and you can also do some kind of equalizing. So you have options, so you can explore that in GarageBand. And if you are a basic user of GarageBand, it would be easy for you. Okay, so my GarageBand portion, I mean the mixing portion, is almost done. Now the output will be connected, output, that is the green part of this splitter, it would be connected with an aux cable. I have this aux cable with me. You can use a longer one if your speaker is quite far away. So I will connect the green part with that, and the another part of this cable I will connect with a speaker. Now I am using a 24 watt output speaker, and this is a Bluetooth speaker with aux facility. Obviously, when you buy a Bluetooth speaker or this portable kind of speakers, see if the wattage is high, as well as you have this auxiliary port. Otherwise you can't work with that. So because I myself made a mistake buying a speaker without this aux port, and it was a waste basically. So I will connect this aux cable to the auxiliary port of the speaker. My speaker is on, and via the speaker I will get the output sound via the GarageBand app, which is now acting as a mixing console. So see, now this mic is working, and you will see when I speak into the mic, the input and output will work. See, the green lines are going up in the input and output levels. You can increase and decrease the levels as per your requirement. Okay, so now what will I do? This lapel mic, I will put it in front of this speaker, and this lapel mic, actually this mic is connected to the phone now. Right now I'm speaking through this only. So I will just put this mic in front of this speaker, and I will speak through this. So I think I'm quite audible. If I'm audible, see, you can listen to the reverb added to my voice. See, a lot of reverb has been added. I can also equalize my voice or increase or decrease the compression. So many things may be done. This is a virtual mixer actually. So here it works like this. So now what did I do at the end was, I was using this in front of the speaker through which the output is coming via this mic. So whatever speaker you may use a bigger speaker with a better output rather than using the small ones, because for heavy sounding instruments, the big speakers are a good solution. I'm using myself a powered speaker of Edifier. So that works quite well for sarod and other instruments. But for the powered ones, I'm facing a little bit of problem. That is also an issue right now. That is, I'm having a lot of grid noise when the AC is on and I'm using the powered speaker along with the GarageBand. The cables and everything, they are producing a kind of grid noise, which is little nagging hiss kind of a sound. So, but of course, that is not a major issue. But for voice and other instruments like this mic, this picks up other instruments on your side if you're using tanpura tabla via any other speaker. Like these days, all we are using apps. So it is pretty well. It catches the voice as well as the tanpura tabla quite well. I have used it myself. So not a problem with just one mic and one more instrument with that. Even we have tried duet with my husband on sarod with a single mic. That worked quite well. And the tanpura source was a little far away. And that you have to test yourself by adjusting the distance of the other speaker from which you're playing the tanpura tabla. So that is a kind of trial and error. And that will be different for each person and each room and in each setting of things. So this is how we are working right now, and it works pretty well. So if you can go for the powered speaker, that is much better, of course. But otherwise, the Bluetooth ones work, I mean, with a minimum of 24 watt is required, not just the small 4 watt speakers. So check the wattage before buying anything. It works quite well for the voice. I have used it quite a number of times and it works pretty well. So this is one thing, and if you want to use another mic with this, there's also a facility, like I'm using this. This is a headphone splitter. So it has one auxiliary cable attached with this. So one mic input, I will put both the mic inputs here, and this auxiliary cable will go into the microphone input of the GarageBand, the red part I was showing you in the splitter. So that will go into the splitter part. So this is also a solution for using these kinds of condenser mics. But of course, if you are using again a powered connection, then again with this the grid noise will increase. For me it has increased. So that's why for this Bluetooth speakers, I mean the portable ones which are not using the power, those are preferable, of course, because the noise will be lesser. So that's it. And on internet there are many, I think, videos showing iRig. iRig is working quite well, but for me iRig didn't work quite well. I mean, you can use it, but not every mobile supports iRig well, because there's a kind of connection problem and you might get a hiss sound with that. And the output power of sound was not quite satisfactory for me in case of iRig. So I choose this method, which is presently working quite well with me. And of course, there's another solution which you can do is record with the lapel mic directly on your mobile and show it as a live, post-process it by putting some audio reverb, adding reverb to the audio, and then broadcast it as a live afterwards. That is another chapter which we'll discuss very soon. So if you like my video, please keep on following, and I'll try to come up with any sort of technical difficulties which we are facing, and if I could have found out any solution, so I'll surely come up with that. So please keep following. Thank you.